Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Tigers ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. What we expected, this crowd ready to make its presence known. Running back searching for a hole. Slips a tackle and he's got room. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Tigers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Wide open space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
A lot of offensive coordinators script their first 18 to 15 plays. Who needs it? Forget that. Just come out and score right away. First possession, you put points on the board. You create some momentum for this offense and for this season.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. A quick pass to the left. At the 35, he's open. Oh, he's got some space. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a crease to the left. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run, but what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Looking for room, it's Jackson. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Bringing the heat. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. He's now got 78 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with the lone back. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Clemson.
The Tigers will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking for space. It's Haynes. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the move. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Going for 6. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Pulls it, fired complete. He's loose. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure, but man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them. Turning on the Jets. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction.
Got it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. One final play before the end of the quarter. Give to the back. Shakes off the defender. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first.
That's the end of the first quarter. The score, LSU 14, Clemson 7.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. And off from the shotgun. Got enough for the first down. There he goes. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight they wanted to force-feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's got room. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They're going to ride this running back. Fighting off the defender. Got the first down. Looking for more. Touchdown, Clemson. He would not be denied.
You become a really good football coach when you got guys like that you can hand it to. Look at him. Great tackles and shows you the speed to run away from the defense. Jesse, he is an absolute nightmare.
That's a great point, David. You don't have to scheme this guy up perfectly, which means you don't have to have everybody accounted for blocking because he'll make them miss or he'll break tackles. And then you're right. Once you get into the open field, it's not just physical running, but how about the ability to hit the jets and take it the distance?
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. Might be changing the route. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Nice job to get it past the sticks and then get him down at the 35.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Past the sticks and still on his feet. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. LSU right back to the line. On the ground, it's Durham. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. LSU trying to convert a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Lots of running room. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Got a man, it's Anderson. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with the sack.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Fires toward the target. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, the huge opportunity. He throws the deep ball down the field right in the breadbasket, and he drops it.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Clemson. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. Finds his man. It's Durham. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
How about this defense? Great job by the defense, forcing the turnover. You already got a lead. Now you get the ball right back to your offense right before the half. Big-time momentum swing.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The corners are walked up tight. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits.
The ball pops out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball, man, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
To the air on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got it. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He uncorks a bullet to the right. It's caught. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. The Tigers in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a space. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fakes to grab. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. and it slips just inside that right upright. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors at our halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. They'll send the back in motion. On the snap, it's Durham. It's a seam wide open. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Durham. It's incomplete, and they've been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's third down.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback position.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. LSU quick to the line. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Moore. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. On these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size.
Makes the grab past the marker. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A fourth down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big fourth down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel it.
Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but I don't care if it's Archie or Eli back there. We've come to learn that no lead is safe inside Vaught Hemingway. They're up by 4 over Georgia State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Nussmeier. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll call for the fair catch here. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. Oh, a lot of space. Inside the 40. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good news I guess a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, and second down's coming up.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And a big play. The outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow at 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Ncaa. Got his man down the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. LSU right back to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Got a man. It's Durham. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback's making the right decision on that RPO, guys. He might have wanted to hand that one off. Something he thought he saw in the right flat to attack, but obviously it wasn't there.
They'll run the off-tackle play here. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterback sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going forward on 4th down.
Complete out of the backfield. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal of where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Quarterback keeps it. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter.
42, LSU, 24.
Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll go to the ground. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Quickly out to the tight end. Still on his feet. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get into those critical points to get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Leaves it with the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting...
There he goes! Wide open spaces. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Clemson is quick to the line. defense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Clemson.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Rifles it down the middle. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. He is having a day, and there's still ways to go, but pretty soon he might make a call on Kayshon Boutte's single-game receiving record.
Yeah, and if I'm him, I'm going to my QB and be like, listen, dog, I'm close. Feed me that rock. I want to go get the record. Nobody's guarding me. Nobody can stop me. Just get it to me, and I'll make the plays for you. And right now, listen, if I'm the LSU quarterback, I'm like, yeah, you keep doing that, I'll keep feeding you the rock.
Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding this.
He's taking the shot. This is intercepted along the sidelines, but no, he's out of bounds. It's just an incomplete pass. Very fortunate turn of events for the offense. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Durham. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Just keeps swinging it. Rushes on him. Going for the big play. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a pop.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Made a defender miss. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal the game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply